Do you want to win every fight in Fortnite? Well, then you came to the right place. This video will tell you a few easy steps to dramatically improve your aim in Fortnite. These methods include a few settings tweaks as well as a practice routine. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So for our first step, we have enhanced pointer precision. What we're gonna do is go here and write mouse settings. Just open it up. This window is gonna pop up. Press additional mouse options on the right. Then go to pointer options and you're gonna see a little checkbox that says enhanced pointer precision. Just make sure you leave this unselected and press apply and then okay. So what this setting does pretty much, it moves your pointer for you, which is really bad when you're playing shooter games. So what you wanna do is make sure that setting is turned off before you move on to step 2. For our next setting, we have sensitivity. This is probably the most important setting when it comes to your aim. So this number is going to vary a lot depending on what feels right for you. So currently I have my X and Y sensitivity on 8% with a DPI of 800. I find that this sensitivity is perfect for me because it allows me to build really fast while maintaining a good aim. So that you need to find that right balance for you. Some people like higher sensitivities, others like lower. So you just gotta play around with it and see what feels right for you. Targeting sensitivity, I have mine on 40%. This, like this says there, sets the modifier for reducing mouse sensitivity when targeting, which means it's when you're scoped in. If you leave this on 100%, it's gonna be the same as your X and Y sensitivity. When you're scoped in, you want your sensitivity to be a little bit lower so you can aim properly. Because if you are scoping in, you're probably shooting an enemy that's far away, and lower aim is gonna give you that extra edge to hit the right shot. So this is also depending on what you prefer. I like mine on 40%. And yeah, so play around with it and see what feels right. Go 0.1% at each time and just test it out and see what value makes you hit the most shots. Let's talk about hardware for a minute. I struggled a lot until I found the right mouse. I've tried a lot of different mice, and for me the super light is definitely the one that is perfect. It's lightweight, it's minimalistic, it has an incredible sensor. It's pretty much everything you want in a mouse, but it can be a bit expensive, so only buy it if you can actually afford it. There's other really good mice out there that are way cheaper. You don't have to go for an expensive mouse. When it comes to the cheaper mice, there's always, negative sides to it. It can be a bit heavy, it can have holes and it doesn't feel comfortable, the sensor might not be that great. So you just gotta see what you can afford. But if money's not an issue for you, I definitely recommend the super light. Another thing is the mouse pad. You want a good surface so your mouse slides perfectly. Right now I just bought the Steel Series Quick, which I've been really liking so far. Before that, I had the Zowie GSR SE, which is also a really good mouse pad. However, like the stitching on the sides doesn't really last that long, so the lifetime of it is not that good, but it's definitely a great choice. The surface is really good for your mouse and for hitting shots. You just gotta see what hardware you can afford, and don't go by the most expensive is the better, because that's not always the case. Okay, now you know what they say, practice makes perfect. So what you also want to do is have a practice routine going. But we recommend a few maps. I'm gonna give you the code. The first one is Rider's map, which is really popular because it's a really good map. The code will be in the description below, but I'm gonna input it. It's 653157311207. You just load into this island. So yeah, once you're queued in, you're gonna have all these options for you to practice. Now you gotta see what you're worse at and what you need to practice the most. You have all of these options, so you can go ahead and start with whatever. Pick whatever gun you're practicing. We can set up a timer if you want to have an actual routine and not just go into it randomly. Select the timer, like maybe a 1 minute. When you're done, press start, and now you just practice. He won't shoot you back, and you can just do this for the 3 minutes you selected or however long you selected it for. And it's good to practice your tracking because he does jump around, and you can also practice flicks. So, you know, just do this for maybe just the 1 minute, like I said. Once the timer is done, you can select play again if you want to go again, if you weren't happy with that. Or you can just go back to the menu and select a different one. So, you know, just play around all these games and see which ones you find the most fun, you know, because you need to be having fun while you're practicing your aim, otherwise you're just gonna give up. For our next step on our training routine, we have another map. So you go to the same place, you insert the code. This time it's 1513-6690-9481. This map is Turtle Wars. It is perfect to go in it with a friend. If you have a friend that wants to practice too, just go into this one together, and it's actually pretty fun. I really enjoy playing it. So yeah, you're gonna spawn in, your friend's gonna spawn in too in a different box. You go out here and you just go ahead and fight each other. I don't have anyone in the lobby with me, but naturally you'd go in with a friend and you just practice and do whatever fights you feel like. And it's actually a pretty fun way to practice your aim and your builds and your box fights. It's pretty good. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.